morning, Michelle here, my crazy workout. I know I haven't done a video in a while. My mother had a heart attack a couple weeks ago and was in the hospital, and they had to put stents in and everything. She's fine. She's at home now. They released her. She'll do cardiac therapy. The takeaway from this is she was experiencing chest pains and she thought it was indigestion, but she had jaw pain as well. I didn't know. I always thought it was your arm and your chest, but apparently when you have jaw pain, it is another sign of going to have a heart attack. So she had 95% blockage. They did stents, opened up the arteries. So hopefully with her diet and everything, she'll be back on track. But it's just been crazy. I wasn't sure if I was going to have to go back home or what I was going to have to do. So trying to get back to normal here, providing everything's good. She can't drive yet. She has to have 6 weeks of cardiac therapy. Then I don't know how long before they release her, but she's in great spirits. She's just tired, like she ran a marathon because it's so rough on your body. While she was in there, she got the flu, so that took it out of her as well. So she's just sort of recovering now. So everything's good. Everything's good. So I have a Valentine's Day workout for you today because Thursday is Valentine's Day. So these are sort of new leggings. These are from AliExpress. These look like the Gymshark seamless leggings, only they are a fraction of the price. I'm not a big seamless person. I do hard workouts, and I think they're more for posing because I even went up a size, and even like squatting, they still feel a little tight. I normally wear like a small and I get a medium in them. Whether it's Gymshark, whether it's Fabletics, whether it's the AliExpress brand, it doesn't seem to matter. They end up running because they're seamless. There's no seam in the back where the butt is. So it's like putting on a pair of nylons because there's no seams. You end up eventually, after you've bent over so many times and done stuff, that you end up getting a run in them. So I've experienced it with every brand. So they were cheap. I think they were like $15. I can put the link down so that you guys can go and check them out. For the price, I figured, okay, I'll give them a whirl, see if they're any different. But I'm not big on the seamless, but I'm wearing my berry ones for Valentine's Day. Okay, so the workout is going to be 3 parts. It is a minute of work and no rest, and we're going to go through each part 3 times. So I did this at the gym last week. I've been pressed for time, and I've been doing the jump rope challenge because I got the cross ropes. So I have a lot of cardio, and I thought this one was sort of nice. There's some cardio type moves in there, but it's a lot of strength moves as well, something a little bit different. And then your bonus is going to be butts and thighs. So get ready for it. It looks like I have a lot of equipment. I have different options. Oh, new bar. I know they have it on Body Rock, but it's got smaller sleeves, and you have to use smaller weights. I have the Olympic plate weights because of my Smith machine in the house, and I didn't want to have more weights and store them somewhere. So we found this bar. It was sold through Walmart. It's a different company though. I'll put that link down there as well. And it takes the Olympic plate, so I don't have to have a boatload of other plates that don't fit my other stuff in my home gym. Okay, so let's get started. Let me get the timers. So there are 6 exercises, and oops, wrong thing. There are 6 exercises in each part, and like I said, we're going to go through. And it's going to be a minute and no rest, and then we are going to go through 3 times. So I'm going to stop the beeper's going to go off at 6. And then if you want to do 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds with me, depending on your time that you have, depending on your fitness level, there will be a pause there, and if you don't want to do a second or third round, fast forward to the next orange border and start the second part, and you base it on your fitness level and how you're feeling. I did get the band out because I picked weights at the gym that were preset, and I didn't want to have a whole bunch of stuff, so I thought, well, if I put the band on, it will fatigue my legs a little bit more, and I won't have to go with a super heavy weight. So that's what I did. You can use dumbbells, you can use a bar, you can use a sandbag, whatever you want to use for it. You don't need anything for the first ones. I'm going to hit the timer. When I hit the timer, we're going to start. So, okay? So, 1, 2, 3. Down, 2. You can touch the ground. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back. 1, 2, 3. 1. Okay. Whew. Okay, the next one is a squat. Tap the toe behind. You can use weights. I'll show you the first time without. Tap it behind. I'm going to turn. Squeeze. Squeeze the glute. Tap. And you don't need a band. Bicep curl, banded or weight. So if you have the bands, the tubes, bicep curl, up and down. You want to keep the palms facing up, and you want to keep the elbows at the side. Don't swing the arms in the back like this. You want to stay stationary. Spine is in a straight, neutral position. Standing upright, and you're going to curl and release. 21 seconds. Curl and release. All right, banded weighted squat. Oh, I don't have this one ready. So, if you don't have a band and you just have the weights, it would be squat down. I'll get it set up for the next one. Now, don't let those knees cave in when you're doing these squats. Press your knees out. Keep the band squeezed. Press the outer thighs out, is what I want to say. alternate inner thigh lunge. You can use the weight or not. Inner thigh lunge. There we go. Neutral spine. You can hold dumbbells either at the sides or at the shoulders. You can hold a bar, a sandbag. Let's see on the second round if I can get myself into order here. And then we have overhead press front and back. So I kept the bar for those last three moves. Press up, you go behind and to the front. Whew. All right, let me move this over. If you don't have plates to elevate your heels, that's okay. Roll up a towel and you can do the same thing by elevating your heels. If you have plates, you can put your weight or your feet on the, your heels on the plates, and you can do it that way. But we are not talking, we are doing. So it's 1, 2, 3, stay low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Feel it in the quads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stay low. 2, 3. You have 12 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Woo. Oh, okay. Now, if you want to add a weight for the squats, tap, tap it back. Squeeze, when you tap that toe, squeeze that glute. Woo. Okay, weighted bicep curl. So I grabbed the 30-pound bar in at the gym, and I did the first round with the bar. Other than the first move, because I wanted to pre-fatigue my legs so I wouldn't need a lot of weight and I would feel them and it would get my heart rate up as well instead of putting it at the end I put it at the beginning. Are you ready for the weighted squat? You can elevate your heels, or you can stay on the ground. You can use a weight. I think that's right? Yeah, and then the alternate, so banded. I kept the band on for all the moves. Elevate the heels, squeeze the glutes when you come up. Sit back. Knees don't go over your toes. Try and get your hamstrings down to your calves. Alternate thigh, inner thigh lunge. Overhead shoulder presses. So press up and behind. That was 2 rounds. We've got one more round of that. It's coming down off of me. I will show you with the dumbbells. If you don't have a bar and you have dumbbells. Towel off, grab a drink if you need one. And if you want to pick up those dumbbells after this first move, by all means you can. I'll show you, I'm going to pick them up. You don't need to use any weight at all if you don't want to. 1, 2, 3. Jack down. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop, I'm to be doing 6, aren't I? 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Are you feeling it in the thighs? Heart rate should be going up. 2. Woo. Okay. Squat. Tap behind. tap behind. Squat, tap behind. Squeeze that glute. Okay, bicep curl. Squeeze up. Now, don't squeeze those dumbbells super tight with those palms. Try and keep a loose grip, because when you squeeze too tight, you use your forearms. You want to tighten and contract those biceps as you curl up. So the dumbbells should be loose in your hands, and you should be squeezing the biceps when you curl. I like the cables and I like the tubes for this move, because you can't cheat the resistance on the tube both up and down, and you can't swing your body. Woo. Okay, feet elevated, squat. You can put the dumbbells on your shoulders, elevate those feet, those heels, and up. If you don't like them there, you can keep them down at the sides. I know when you hold the weights up there at your shoulders, I do, I shrug. I shrug my shoulders super tight, where if I have them leading down, then I can focus more on the glutes and the thighs. We're gonna do an inner thigh lunge next, and the shoulder press will be a little bit different because you're holding dumbbells. Inner thigh lunge. This is Olivia's, one of her favorite moves. Turn your toes. If you don't know my inner thigh lunge, toes go to 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock, and then you drop the foot that's on the floor, you drop that knee towards the floor, and you get the inner thighs instead of just the quads, because that toe is turned out. Back is next. Arms come up. Press. So you got to go back and forward. Back and forward. So think about touching the dumbbells to the front of the shoulders, in front, and the back when you drop behind. Woo! That was 3 rounds. Okay. All right. Ready for the next one? do a plie squat with our toes elevated, if you have something to elevate your toes, and you're gonna tap front, all right, inner thighs. We're doing weighted concentration curls, either with a dumbbell or with a tube. I'm gonna put it low. You can use that. Or if you have a band and you don't have a tube, it's okay. Or a dumbbell. Or a dumbbell, dumbbell, dumbbell. And front crossover lunge. And then we've got a new one with the band for back and shoulders. Okay? So I'm gonna hit the timer. If you've got, I'm gonna use the 12, I think. The banded hip thrust is first, so I'm gonna get set up in here. You're gonna take that right to your hips, and you're gonna thrust forward like a kettlebell swing. So if you don't have a band and you wanna do a kettlebell swing, that's fine. You can also use the bar, if you have a bar or a sandbag. Just be out far enough. Squeeze that butt, lower back, squeeze, and thrust forward. I won't show you with the weight first. Toes are elevated. Plie, tap. Concentration curls should be next. Yep. Right arm is first. I gotta turn my back to you. No, I don't. This way. I just have to go further out. Curl and down. Let's see if I can angle. There we go. Keep that elbow locked at the leg. Curl and down. I will show you with the dumbbell on the left leg, so I don't turn my back to you for the first round. Curl and down. If you can get it to your knee, there we go. That's a little bit better. My band is rubbing on the back of my legs. I did this at the cable machine last week. All right, if you are doing a dumbbell, again, loose grip. Squeeze the bicep as you curl up. Try not to use momentum. Keep the elbow attached to the side of the leg. We're going to do a front crossover lunge, alternate a front crossover lunge next. You can use weights, no weights. I'll show you first without the weights in case you have never done it before. Get your body weight in the band first. Band is on. You're going to go crossover. These are hips and outer thighs as well as the quads. Drop that knee down. Don't lunge forward. Stand far enough back from your bench that when you plant your foot, your knee is dropping straight down towards the floor. Do not lunge forward. I'm only 5'3". If you're taller than me, you would stand further back away from your bench because your gait with your legs would be longer. So stand at a comfortable distance where you're not lunging forward, but you're dropping that knee down to the floor. Okay, shoulder move. Let's take this one. You're going to grip, keep the resistance on the band up, pull back, in and down, up, pull down, and then lower down, up, down, and then lower. Keep the resistance on the band, so keep pulling out. Don't let the tension release from the band. Squeeze your lats. Lat squeeze. Lat pull down. Front raise. Resisted front raise. If you can hook your band to something, you can take your hands in between the tube, in between the band. A kettlebell swing where you're gonna thrust forward but still get that squat, okay? You do what feels comfortable to you. You work with your fitness level. I'm gonna put that there. I'm gonna step into my band. I'm gonna put this up at my thighs. And I'm gonna hit the timer and grab the weight. Step out of your band, plie, and a toe tap. inner thighs. This one's round 2. Whew. Concentration curls are next. If you have the tube, the band instead, there we go. Got to do the left arm. I don't want to turn away from you for the left arm. So we'll do one with the band and one with the dumbbell. So you get the idea of both. And it doesn't matter if you have the rubber band looking one or the tube looking one, you just latch it. You can also loop the tube one and hold both handles if you don't want to latch it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I'll unlatch it for the 3rd round and show you. Now, you can also turn that dumbbell. Whew. All right. Front crossover lunge. If you don't have a band, front raise, lat raise, or lat squeeze, and down. Keep your arms out. Raise up, down, and lower. Squeeze, press up, and lower. Right, front raise, lat squeeze, press back up and lower. It's not about how fast you go. It's about concentrating on squeezing those muscles. So, looks like this. Raise up, squeeze down, and lower. I turned too late, didn't I? All right, we have one more round. One more round of these. I'm going to change the loop of the tube. Should work. All right. Towel off if you need to. Grab a drink. We've got one more round. If you're not doing the 3rd round with us, that's okay. You can go on to part 3. All right. I'm going to use the weight again. All right, you ready? Lower down, thrust forward. You don't need a band on your legs, around your legs. I'm just using it for added resistance so that I don't have to change the weights. That's what I did last week when I was at the gym. I chose one weight and I just added the band for resistance to make everything just a little bit harder because it was busy in there. I think because of the polar vortex, nobody was outside doing anything. They all flocked to the indoors. So I had to utilize my space, which I thought, that's great for a workout on the lanai or at home where you don't have a lot of space to move. Woo. Step on out of that. Plie squats. Tap front, inner thigh. You don't have to elevate your toes either. You can get the same effect. You're pointing that toe and squeezing that inner thigh. Woo. And then, concentration curls. Let's see, we gotta do the right one first. So you turn this way. There we go. And you can do this with the other band as well. You would loop it around, double loop it, and grab both of the ends. That way you wouldn't have to be so far away, unless your door was further away or whatever you were hooking it to. Out you go. So it goes under the body, the elbow locks into the leg or the knee, and you curl. Now, like I was saying before, you can turn your palm down and feel it pull the bicep and stretch it out. And then you can twist, and that gets that nice little ball at the bicep. It shortens the head of the bicep. It gives you that nice cut that comes in around. Entirely up to you. It's a concentration curl. You can not go down as far and keep the bicep contracted. You want the resistance on there. This is why I like the bands. The bands provide the resistance the entire time. Inner thigh lunge. Where the dumbbells, you can just sort of drop the weight down and not control it. You're sweating, I am. He was running off of me. All right. Now, what I was showing you before was, this is what it looks like. You raise up, lat squeeze, press up, and lower down. Raise up, squeeze back, and lower. If you're doing the band, up, squeeze back, over, and down. Front raise, lat squeeze, and down. Just keep the resistance on the band. You do whatever you have available to you. If you don't have dumbbells, you can use soup cans for this. It is all a matter of raising up and squeezing the front of the shoulders, squeezing the lats as you pull down. Okay, we have one more part. We're gonna do, this is one of Anna's favorite moves. It's a right side lunge, and you're gonna go right side lunge, turn over, and you're gonna do a side pull, side lateral pull. So, all right, Anna's move is first. I'll show you with the band. If you don't have a band, I'll show you with the weights as well. With either a 5-pound dumbbell, I have the 5-pound plates out here. So we're gonna start with the right side lunge. So you're gonna lunge your right foot out. The weight is gonna be in your left hand. When the timer goes off, we're going to do this. I have to turn away from you on this one, sorry. Side lunge, and then a side pull with a lunge, a static lunge. Side lunge, static lunge, and side lateral pull. Woo. Got to go to the left side. Okay. Banded overhead shoulder press, bend at the waist. Now, if you have nothing to hook your band to, it's okay, you can do this standing. But if you want to hit those quads, it's like a chair sit. Engage the core, pull the stomach in, back is straight, neutral spine, from the head down to the tailbone. The next one's a little bit different. We're gonna do a right side lunge to a right crossover lunge. So it looks like this. So you're gonna go side lunge, lunge front, side leg lift. Side lunge, lunge front, leg lift. There we go. Side lunge, side lunge, front lunge, leg lift. Side lunge, front lunge. I'm showing you without the weights. Second round, I'll add weights. I gotta move this plate out of the way. Kick the wrong one. Side lunge, front lunge, side leg lift. Okay, left side now. So it's a left side lunge, front lunge, leg lift. Side lunge, front side lunge, leg lift. I move the boxes. Side lunge, front lunge, leg lift. Front lunge, lift up. Side lunge, front lunge, lift. Side lunge, front lunge, lift. Okay, bicep curl and a squat. Up and a shoulder raise. Curl. Now, if you don't have a bar and you have dumbbells, I don't think I can do it with the 12s. Up. Bicep curl and a front raise. If you only have heavy weights and you only want to use one dumbbell, curl and a front raise. We'll go through it again. I'll give you the different options. Okay, we have 2 more rounds of that. I'm going to move that out of the way. You can use your band for this if you want to, but I am going to use the bar for the step ups, and I don't want the band on there because then I think I will be pulling too much. So if you don't have bands or tubes, but you have a dumbbell, you can do this move. Right side lunge, pull out. Right side lunge to a static lunge, turn over the left shoulder. When you lunge, when you drop that knee down, you do a side pull with that left arm. If you have the band, you're doing the band. Out, step in. Okay, other side. Left side lunge. I gotta make sure I don't hit that cabinet. There we go. Side lateral pull. Overhead shoulder press. If you don't have that band, you can bend at the waist. Take a light weight or take none at all and press overhead. If you have a band that you can step on, but you don't have to do any weight. Press out, squeeze in. Out, squeeze in. Okay, you ready for the side lunge step up? You can do weights if you want. So you go right side lunge, right front lunge, side leg lift. Sorry about that. Okay, you ready for the left side? Left side lunge, front lunge, lift up. Front lunge, side lunge, front lunge, all right, are you ready? Curl and a front raise. Curl, front raise. Almost done. Whew, they're hard. I think this bar is heavier than the one at the gym. Okay, we have one more round. Are you sweating? You should be sweating. I'm sweating. So when I hit this, we're gonna start with that right side lunge. Woo! Feels a little heavy. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna work my way up to that. That way I'm not cheating. Ooh. I'll just squeeze harder. Side lunge, static lunge front with a left shoulder pull, side arm pull. Okay, left side. Now, if you only have this band and you don't have the other tubes, I'll show you bent over, the shoulder press. You would be out like this. You'd bend at the waist. I'm gonna have to come up for resistance because this band isn't really heavy enough. Press out. Engage the core, chair sit, overhead press, and squeeze back. Concentrate on squeezing those muscles. And the further back you grip the band, the less the resistance, so it doesn't go as far, so it gets harder. So if you take and grab a hold of the bands further back and press up. All right, grab your weight if you want one. If you don't have a bar, that's okay. It would look like this. Right side lunge, front lunge, and up. Right side lunge, front lunge, lift up. Right side lunge, front lunge, and lift. Side leg lift. Getting too far ahead of my box here. Okay, left side is next. Left side lunge, front lunge, and up. Front lunge, side leg lift. ready for that killer bicep curl and squat? Finish it out. Curl and a front raise. Curl. You have to engage the core to front raise up. Engage and lift. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Oh, okay, I'm tired. That was, according to me, 68 minutes, 371. So not as cardio based, a little more strength based, so not as many calories, but not every single one of your workouts should be a cardio based workout. Like I said, I did the jump rope, the cross rope challenge with this one of my days. So I stuck to more weight training because it was busy in the gym. To do these, we're gonna be kneeling. If you have a problem with your knees or your wrists, everything can be done on the floor. If we're gonna do fire hydrants, I'm gonna turn and face you for the fire hydrants. If it hurts your wrists and your knees to be in this position, you can come down to the lying position. And this is a fire hydrant in the lying position, all right? So when we do the right side, you're gonna lay on the left. When we go up and we kick, and then we bring it down, same thing. Everything can be done lying down. You don't have to be, when we do the taps, tap behind, tap in front. Everything can be laying down, okay? I can't stress that enough. People say, I couldn't do that exercise. You can do it kneeling, you can do it laying. I give you the option. All right, 10 seconds. Stop bitching, right? Tell me, stop. Okay, I won't nag you. Okay, engage the core. Weight is in the left hand. Fire hydrant up. 2. Squeeze. It's not about going fast. It's about squeezing the outer thigh and the hip. Don't round under. You want a neutral spine. You want to engage the core. You want your neck in line with your spine, and you don't want to be shrugging at the shoulders. Bend that right arm so you lean into the right side, so you're not shifting the weight into the left hip. All right, take that break a minute. Pound it out if you need to. We're gonna raise, kick, in, and down. Raise, kick it out, in and down. So lift it up, then kick it, then down. Up, kick, in and down. Woo! Bring that foot out right here. We're gonna go up and over. Draw a rainbow. Squeeze those glutes. Try and keep that toe pointed down to the floor. Up and over. Squeeze and lift. Are you feeling it? right, I'm gonna turn, still the right leg. You're gonna cross behind and you're gonna kick up. This is the last one kneeling. But not the last one on the right side. So we're gonna lay down on our left side when the beeper goes off. 18 seconds. Squeeze. Lift it up. You can put a weight behind the knee if you want to. Lay down. Right side. We are going to do a V up, bicycle in. All right, lay down, lift those feet in the air, knee is on the ground, clamshell. The last one's a little strange, but once you get it, you'll feel it. The last one we do, we're gonna pull this top leg in, the right knee in, for a bicycle crunch, and then we are going to roll over onto our chest and kick our right leg back, squeezing our glute. All right, so in 8 seconds. Are you ready? Actually, you get a break, don't you? So you're going to curl in, and then you're going to squeeze and lift. In, ready for the left leg? Again, if you're not kneeling, then you're laying. If you're laying, you're doing a fire hydrant like this. If you're kneeling, bend into the left leg. Keep your head and your neck in a neutral position. Straight line with your spine. Squeeze and lift. Everything is on the left side. Whew. Well, this really shows the sweat, I can tell you that. My knees are sweaty. My thighs are sweaty. Break here. This one's the one where you go up, kick out, back in and down. If you're on the floor, you raise up, kick out, in and lower down. Up, kick. Point that toe out, right here. We're going up and over. Make your rainbow. Squeeze that butt. All right, I'm gonna turn so you can see. Bring that left leg behind the right, and you're gonna squeeze up and then cross behind. Last one kneeling, and then we go to the floor. We're going to do the V up with the bicycle crunch. Gotta get these sweaty gloves off. V up, crunch in. Are you ready for the clamshell? Keep the heels off the ground. Squeeze and lift. We're going to go through this one more time. Then we'll do the cool down. Okay, you're gonna come in, squeeze and lift. In. Crunch. Or you can keep the hand on the floor. Whew. All right, one more time, both sides, and then we're done, I promise. Towel off if you need to. Grab a drink if you need to. Come into that position, whether you're on the floor or whether you're on your knees. Fire hydrants first. Engage the core, bend into the right elbow, and lift. That way you don't kick the left hip out. Squeeze and lift. Okay, we're gonna go up, kick out, and then down. Up, kick it, and then down. Kick it out. Up, kick, and then down. All right, right leg goes back, toe to the floor. We're going up and over. Draw that rainbow. Gonna cross that left leg, drop the right leg behind, and kick up. Kick. Don't look under like this and round that stomach and that chest. Pull forward, pull that head out of the turtle shell. Neutral spine, head and neck, lined up with the spine. Try and pull away from the shoulders. Engage the core. Ten seconds. And then you have the V up and the bicycle. Are you ready? V up. Bicycle in. Clamshell, ready, feet together, knees, left knee is touching, squeeze up. Engage your core. Feel your abdominals contract as you hold the feet off the floor and lift the right leg. We have one more on the right side. We're going to pull that knee in, and then we're going to roll onto the chest, right? This one, are you ready? Crunch in, kick out. Squeeze and lift. As you lower that chest to the floor, squeeze and lift the leg, squeeze the glute. Ready for the left side. We've got everything on the left, and then a much needed cool down. I apologize that I didn't do a warm-up. I was talking and distracted. I want to get back to normal. Okay, left side. Come on up. If you're not going to be kneeling, you know you're on the floor and you're doing those fire hydrants with your legs at a 90-degree angle, lifting up and lowering. You don't have to kneel. You can lay. Looks like this. Here's your fire hydrant laying. All right. Lift and lower. Entirely up to you. How are your hips feeling? Hips and thighs, can you feel them? I can feel them. All right, bend into that left arm. You're gonna lift, kick, in and down. Up, kick, in and down. Up, kick. Ready? Toes out. What are we doing? We're pulling that head out of the turtle shell, right? Up and over. Up and over. Squeeze and lift. Outer thigh and glute. When you tap to the floor, you should feel that in the outer thigh. When you squeeze and lift, you're contracting the glute as you lift that leg up. Are you ready? We have one more kneeling move. Going down to the elbows, keeping that right leg crossed behind. Left leg taps behind the right, and you kick up. And what are we doing? We're pulling out of that turtle shell. Engage the core. You should feel this in the right side as well as the left side. You got to angle over and you've got to stabilize with that right leg. So it's not all the side that you're lifting. You are going to feel it in the other side as well. And don't worry, I'll stretch them out real nice for you. We're going to go down to the floor after this one. We've got the V-ups. Left leg, right side. You're on the right side because it's the left V-up. We're going to V-up. Oops, bottom leg. V-up. V-up. Crunch that bottom leg in. Don't forget to breathe. Clamshell is next. Okay, lay down here. What are we doing? Holding our legs in the air. Knees are on the floor. Squeezing and lifting. Outer thigh and glute. Engage the core. Hold it tight. Squeeze and lift. My workout say here, woo, 475. That's active calories, 588 total calories. Are you ready? We're going to in, kick back. Squeeze that glute. Squeeze and lift. How do you feel? How do you feel? That's my infamous question, isn't it? Are your hips tight? Are your glutes tight? They should be. They really should be. Okay, we're gonna stay seated here. We're gonna come into butterfly pose. Pull the heels in. If you can, press the elbows into the legs, and you're going to press the legs down to the floor. Now, grab a hold of your ankles, pull that head out of the turtle shell, right? Lower forward, but don't round the head. You want to lower the back straight down and feel that stretch down the lower back into the glutes. Back up. You're going to bring that right leg and you're going to cross it over the left. All right. Take the left hand to the right knee. Bring the right hand behind. Press down. Feel that twist over that right shoulder. Feel that stretch in the back and the hip on that right side. Stay in an upright position. Release it and come back around. I want you to walk down in front. Try and lower your elbows down to the floor. Keep your chin lifted. Head and neck are lined up with the spine. You should feel a nice pull through that right hip and down that lower back. Walk it back up. You're gonna uncross that right leg, or that left leg. Right leg is gonna fold in. Bring the left arm up, twist it around. Ooh, let's stretch out those shoulders. Release it, bring it around. Lower that right leg to the left leg. Bring that left arm up. Stretch, pull, grab a hold of that left arm with that right elbow. Release it. Grab a hold of that right arm with that left hand. Lower it down. Hands go behind the butt. Fingers face forward, and you're going to open up that chest. Now, with your hands on the floor, turn the palms so that they face down and the fingertips face back, and lower the chest over that right leg as far as you can lower it. Stretch out the hand. You'll feel a stretch in the hamstring, but by keeping the fingers pointing back and the palms down, you turn your shoulders up. If you go like this, you round them in, and we have that rounded shoulder look. Let's pull the head out of the turtle shell and let's lower it down and get a nice stretch. Nice hamstring stretch. Release the hands and you can bring them forward to touch the foot, the ankle, the calf, or right at the knee, or let them lay on the ground and just let the chest fall over the leg. Feel a nice stretch in the hamstring of the left leg. Feel a nice stretch in the hip on the right side. Walk it back up. We're not done here. Cross that left leg under, and we are in fire log pose, okay? You should feel this in the hips. It feels so nice. I want you to come forward, but if you roll up off of your sit bones, don't come forward. Keep your hands at your feet. If you can lay your chest down and you can keep those sit bones down, you'll feel it's more on the right side because it's the right foot is crossed over. So it's the one that's crossed over on the top that you're going to feel it the most in. Don't worry, we're going to do the other side. Take the hands behind the back, open the chest, and come on up. Unclasp the hands, press them forward, stretch out the back. Twist to the right. Feel that stretch up the side of the left side of the body. And then you're going to twist over to the right, or to the left, and feel the stretch in the right side of the body. All the way from the hip, all the way up. And release it. Come back. Feet are in the center again. We have to do everything on the left side. So, grab a hold of the ankles. Press down with the elbows on the legs if you can. If you can't, it's all right. And then hinge forward if you can and feel that stretch in those hips. And release it. Come on up. Bring that left leg over the right. Bring that right arm up. Twist to the left. Press that hand on that left hip. Push down as you push into the mat with your left hand and come into a neutral spine. So you want to push yourself forward and lock that arm into your back so that you're in an upright position. Feel that stretch in the hips. Release it. You're going to take that left leg out, or the right leg out, the left leg up. Bring the right arm up. And you're going to twist it around. Again, left arm goes into the back. Stay in an upright position. And release it. Lower that left leg down to that right leg. Bring that right arm up. Pull that right arm over to the left with that left hand. Stretch out the shoulder and the waist. And release it. Come to that, pull that left arm with that right hand. Stretch it out. Bring the hands down. Palms go back. Open up the chest. From here, keep the palms back, fall forward, stretch out the hamstring on that right side. If you can keep your hands back here, great. You don't have to fall all the way forward. If you need to put a block or a pillow or something on your thigh so that your chest has something to rest on, you can do that. And you're gonna walk the hands forward, fall forward just a little bit more and stretch out that hamstring all the way down into the calf. Keep that neutral spine, back is flat. Walk all the way back up. Tuck that right leg under, and we are in cow face pose for the hips. Now, if you can, again, top top leg, that's the hip you're really gonna feel it in. You're gonna come forward if you can. Don't let those sit bones come off the floor. If you need to bring that right leg out a little bit more, ooh, mama, I feel that. If you want to, you can take the hands back and fall forward. That way you're leading with the head and the neck, but what I don't want you to roll off of those sit bones. I want you to keep those hands in the floor and push back so you feel that stretch in the hip. And lower down as much as you can. And the longer you stay here, the more your body releases and the lower you'll go. So at the end of the night, when I'm sitting with the family watching something, I usually get down on the floor, and these are the poses that I do, and I'll just hold there until I feel my body release. It's not gonna move inches, it's gonna move like centimeters, you know, just really little, you know, just a little bit that it's going to move. But every night that you do it, it'll move a little bit more, and you'll release those hips a little bit more, and you'll be a little more flexible. Walk the hands in, twist over to the left. And then over to the right. Gonna uncross those legs, hold it here. We're gonna windshield wiper those legs. Oh, drop those knees. Feel that stretch in the hip and the glute. While we're here, keep them to the left and lower down onto your back. Bring that right or that left leg up over that right knee and just pull if you can. Just put that left leg on top of that right leg and let it fall, and feel that stretch through the hip and the outer thigh on that right leg. Uncross that left leg, pull that right leg in. You're going to take the right leg out, knee is bent. You're going to grasp that left leg, the foot, with that right hand, underhand grip. If you grip this way, what are you doing? You're rounding that shoulder in. You want to open up those shoulders so that you stand tall and you don't round that back and have that curve in that upper back. So think about gripping underhand, opening up the chest and the shoulders. If you can grab a hold of that right leg, straighten it out. So quadricep stretch with the left leg, hip and thigh with the right. Release it, uncross those legs. Let them fall right to left, hips, lower back. One more time, left. Keep it over here on the right. Cross that right leg over the left. Feel that stretch. Hip, outer thigh, and glute on that left side. Try and keep that left shoulder on the floor. Uncross that right leg, pull that left leg in. Drop the right leg over, pull the left leg or the right leg back, underhand grip, stretch out the chest and the shoulders. If you can, grab that left foot, stretch it out, feel that stretch in the hip and the outer thigh all the way down the IT band on that left side. Engage the core. Release it, bring that left leg back in, release that right leg, windshield wiper those knees one more time. Pull the knees into the chest, Round up 3 times. Roll out that spine. Up into a malasana squat. I'm going to turn to face you. Take those elbows, press out on those thighs, stretch out those hips. Let's get a shoulder stretch in here, one of my favorite ones. Right arm goes down, left arm comes back. Stretch out the back and the shoulders. Back to the center. Press in on those, press those elbows into those knees, stretch out those hips. Bring that left arm down, right arm up, back and shoulders. Bring the hands down. Come up, walk the feet in. Monkey pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, round all the way up. Deep breath overhead. Exhale, fall forward. Walk the hands out to a plank. Pull forward, chaturanga down. Upward facing dog, pull out of that turtle shell. Come back to a plank. Press back into a down dog. Press the heels into the floor, engage the core. If you need to, you can pedal out the feet, walk them right and left, and then come to a stationary position. Push the chest back, stretch out the back. Try and push the chest back towards the thighs. Bend the legs and take it to the right. Press back, stretch out the hips. Bend the knees, take it over to the left. Bend the knees, come back center. You bring that left foot forward. Walk the hands back, stretch out the hamstring on that right leg. Bend the knees, uncross, and the left leg goes back. Take it back, stretch out the hamstring on that left side. Bend the knees, uncross those legs. You're gonna hop forward, flat back, deep breath. Inhale, lower down, exhale. Inhale, raise up. Exhale, lower down. Plant the hands, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Plank position, press back into a down dog. Drop the knees down, knees are wide, feet touch, lower down to the floor. This is an extended child's pose. Walk the hands over to the right and cross that left arm over that right. Walk them back to the center. Lift up on that right. Bring that left arm under. Lower down, stretch out the shoulder and the back on that left arm. I have my palm turned down so that I can stretch out the outer part of my shoulder. If you turn your palm up, make sure you are rolling into the head and the shoulder so you can stretch out the shoulder and your back. Press up on that right hand. Walk that left hand through. Walk over to the left. Cross that right arm over. Release it, walk it back, lift up on that left, tuck that right arm under, sit back, stretch out the shoulder and the back on that right side. Bring that left hand in, Press up, pull that right hand out. Come up onto the knees. Press back into a downward facing dog. Bend the knees, hop forward. Flat back, inhale, monkey. Exhale, lower down. Roll up, inhale. And exhale, lower down, flat back. Hop back, chaturanga down. Upward facing dog, open up those shoulders. Plank, press back to a down dog. Walk the feet wide, walk the hands in, plant the right hand, bend that right leg, open up that chest, lift that left arm to the ceiling, look up over that left arm, release it, flat back, bend the legs, straighten that right leg, bend that left leg, open up that right arm, reach up towards the ceiling. Release it, bend those legs, flat back, inhale, monkey, exhale, fall forward, roll up, inhale, and exhale, bring the arms down. That was your Valentine's Day workout. Thank you for joining me. If you liked the video, please remember to thumbs up it. Don't forget, subscribe to my channel, share it with some friends. Thanks, I'll see ya. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day.